Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Shelly Line and V-Love Bird. Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on the dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Shelly Line and V-Love Bird. Shelly Line and V-Love Bird. Shelly Line and V-Love Bird. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shelly Line and V-Love Bird. Shelly Line and V-Love Bird. Shelly Line and V-Love.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, everybody.
Love Bird.
Oh, nothing, girl. Just chilling. You like my look?
You like my Egyptian look for tonight?
Well, you look like a Jamaican dance hall queen.
It's okay.
Hey, Arnold,
Hey, this is the look for tonight, baby.
my Jamaican empress.
Y'all,
Remember that? Empress.
I know it almost drove me crazy.
You had me dressed like that. My whole head.
You shut out. Leave me alone. Look, y'all, this is what you call a bad hair day, and I can't even be bothered with this stuff right now.
I had time. I was running around all day, so I was like, whatever.
Massages. That's moving around. That's laying around.
I was. I'm sore though. He did that deep tissue thing. My body hurting, girl. Oh Lord. I said, what? But the rest of me feels okay, but I'm a little sore.
Well, I'm glad you feel so wonderful, Fonda.
I need a repeat.
That's a little hate right there, but I love it that you got it done. Well, I'm working myself to the core.
Huh?
I said, well, I'm working myself to the core.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get for staying in Georgia. You drive on down the highway, you too can have the same thing.
True. So, hey, everybody, welcome to Shelly Line and V-Love Bird. The topic for tonight is Vondolin.
What bill should the man and woman be responsible for in their household? So, give me 1 second, Shelly.
I don't know what she's doing. So what do y'all think? What bill should the man or woman be responsible for in the household?
Well, from my experience, let me change that. I think
Kamari said 50-50.
No, I think it depends on neat. Yeah, okay, neat. I think it depends on where you are in the relationship. Kind of like, if you knew when you starting out with somebody, like, when you're young, you get a place together, then yeah, it should be 50-50. As you get older, your responsibilities change. It could still be 50-50, but I think, I'll say the woman should be responsible for the groceries, maybe the lights and the water. The man need to do everything else. That's just my opinion. Like the mortgage, the big shit. But if he falls short on that, then of course it's 50-50 because it's y'all's together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to paying 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But, a man's supposed to take care of his family. That's all I'm saying.
I've been told growing up as a child. That's what I always saw. I see me.
Look, that bill don't.
But
a continuous bill every day.
But that's what everybody was saying on the prior comments about the pussy bill. I'm trying to figure out what that is, guys. What is this?
Well, so y'all saying if y'all not getting enough, y'all ain't paying what you're supposed to pay? I mean, what's the deal? Arnold said, me and my wife household, excuse me, y'all. He said they go half, which is good. That's good.
But where did the half rule come from? Back in the olden days, women did not pay the bills. The men went out, worked. I don't care if they was picking cotton, pulling cows, milking cows, sheep herding, whatever you want to call it. Like, like when did that rule come? Because I mean, growing up as a child, like I knew my dad went out to work. My mom was an in-home wife. She did everything in the home, and that's what she did. So, I mean, I'm not saying like, now it's like the women running the world. So I guess we do got to do a whole bunch. But at the end of the day, shouldn't the man just play his part?
Well, they don't make men like they made back then. First and foremost,
I gotta go back to the old days.
Well, you said the olden days. Damn,
I gotta go back to the olden days. Where are those guys?
I think the men that were raised back then with the men back then, like we were talking about the other night, how these older men need to mentor these younger guys so they'll know what to do and all this type of stuff. I think that comes into play then, because if that's what they're raised to see, that's what they know. These days, shit, the boys seeing the mama do everything. So I guess he like, if he get in a relationship, my mama did it, why you can't do it too? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So, and then two times have changed, especially the time we live in now. You really need two incomes. So I don't think, unless you're in that position, I don't think the burden should just lay on one person.
No, I don't think it should. Well, a lot of homes now, like Arnold said, he said his wife makes more money. Some cases, the women do make more money than the men. And then I get it. If the woman is pulling the majority of the load, maybe like paying the mortgage and give the husband like the little bills to pay. If it's a case where the woman makes more, but if the husband makes predominantly more than the wife, I don't think he should be talking about give me half the mortgage.
Nick said, I'm not your mama. I don't know, but I guess, like I said, I think it depends on where the people are in their relationship. Because some men refuse to let their woman pay the bill. Even if he does give her a bill, if he pays everything, he'll tell her, well, you just buy the groceries. That's all I want you to do. But when women do that too, they don't know how to save money. They think they're just supposed to go shop with their money. So what if something does happen and he can't do that, and you done fucked all your money up in a store or shopping or doing what else? Even if you ain't got to pay bills, save your money. You know what I'm saying?
That's just a stupid woman. Now, I mean, I ain't saying do no craziness like that.
I'm gonna buy you something, but don't just go crazy. I ain't got to pay no bills. I want to do with my money and my check and all this shit. You better save that money, because you don't know what's going to happen in between that time. You know, y'all could break, drift apart, split up, whatever the case may be. But don't ever.
You looking crazy.
Hi, Abba. Abba said,
Abba.
Female independence means that women are no longer men's responsibility. Men are simply adjusting to the modern environment. That may be true, but a man is still supposed to be a man regardless of what she's doing. Period. That's my opinion.
Obviously, quite a few things. Actually.
Opposite Shelley becoming a member of the Black Pearl, becoming a member of Jack Sparrow's crew.
I don't know about that, baby.
Yeah. Hi, Orlando.
You've been quiet today, Orlando.
He just came on. You got to give him time.
No, Orlando that's my vibing buddy, honey. He know what I'm talking about when I say he been quiet.
So how do you feel about that? So say if your man was able to pay every bill in the house, you didn't have to do nothing. Would you volunteer to do something? Or even if he asked you to pay a bill, would you be mad about it, knowing that he could handle everything?
I would prefer to pay something. I just don't want to do that. I would prefer to pay something.
I mean, even if it's just as small as a water bill, something.
I don't care if it's a water bill, buying groceries, just something. I just don't want to be sitting around doing nothing. No, that is boring as shit. Trust me when I tell you.
Bruce said,
and it makes them feel like they have like a lot of ownership over you.
Yeah, Bruce said food. We know that your ass don't eat regardless.
I don't want somebody, like the first thing someone's going to throw at you in an argument. I pay all these MF bills in this house, and I'm doing all this stuff. And blah, 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 blah. No, I'd rather
be.
Yeah,
that's what the fuck you're supposed to do. And I love it.
How did I know you get ready to say that? I was like, here she go, here she go.
That's what you're supposed to do. What you want, a cookie? Because you got to pay bills. Because whether I'm here or not, you're going to have to pay these bills.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, and vice versa. Or, if you decide to up and leave, at least I know I ain't mess up all my money and I can take care of myself. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Somebody every time. Because, my ex used to get mad because, every time he would give me money, I go to the bank. He'd be like, go buy yourself some. I was like, okay. I go straight to the bank.
Well, damn.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, well, damn.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need shit. So what I'm gonna just go in the store for? Because you have certain men that they used to, when they give a woman money, she just want to fly shopping and do all this. I hate shopping in the first place.
I always feel like guys be like, go to the mall. I'm like, for what though? Why?
You don't need nothing else. Period.
Period. In my life, if someone buy me a shoe and a blanket, I'll probably fall out. I don't want no more clothes, no more shoes.
Definitely no more shoes.
That. No.
And he would say, when I dated such and such and so that they go to the mall, they go shopping. I said, yeah, and that's why they living like they're living. I refuse.
I know, right? You just save some of that money, honey, when these men be giving it to you.
I just tell them, I don't need shit. I'm good. I ain't buying nothing. Abba said a man is supposed to be a man. Yes, sure. And he alone defines what that is. We're not trying to define what the man is, Abba. I'm just saying certain things a man should just know that's what he's supposed to do. A man is supposed to be the provider, first and foremost. Right. But now, since the roles have changed so much, women are doing just as much, if not more, providing than the men are. You know what I'm saying? We got to wear every single hat. So
let me ask a question.
Huh?
Abba, are you married to someone? I'm curious about little Abba.
Abba don't never show us who he is.
Abba won't show his face. Abba got a lot to say. I want to know, Abba. I want to see what you look like, Abba, because you sure be saying a whole lot.
He be saying some good. Well, whoever Abba is be saying some good stuff. That's all.
He's on point with everything, but I just want to know: are you married? And if you are married, do you run the show in your house, Abba?
Probably not. That's why I got to say that. Oh yeah.
There's a reason why.
Arnold said, make sure both names are on the mortgage nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. The other person will still try to take the house. So it don't matter whether 5 names is on the mortgage these days. Like people do what they want to do.
I would say paying bills isn't specific to men. Women that live alone have to pay their own bills as well. That's what we already said.
Because we do pay them. And no one's saying just because you get a man, he's supposed to pay all your bills or vice versa. I mean, I don't think that if there is a man in a home that the woman should be stressing about the bills. I think it should be, that she does. You sit down, you have this little talk, like, what do I pay? What do you pay? What do you want me to do? And don't come in here saying you want to pay everything if you really don't want to pay everything. Just be upfront and honest. Now, I must say, in the relationships that I've had, I've never had to do that. So I don't know what that feels like. I've always had people that wanted to pay stuff. Now, I don't sit around and just don't do nothing. But at the same time, I would just, I hate when people do that. I just figure if you tell me to do this, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, no, I don't want to be in your house, or in our house, or however you want to call it, just not paying no bills. And then you got the option to tell me what you do. That's what I don't want to happen. So I'd rather pay something. Well, no, because I didn't with Andy. Andy wouldn't let me pay anything.
Well, no.
He didn't want me to buy a grapefruit. So no. It just depends on the man, honey. Some men don't want you to do nothing. They just want you to sit around looking like a dog. And that's rather boring. What about you, Vonda? Vonda Lynn Lovebird.
I mean, I've had both. I've been in a couple of relationships. I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't have to pay no bills and none of that kind of stuff. And actually, the first serious relationship I got, he just give me his check and he just want money to go do what he want to do with the boys, and I take care of the bills, even though he paid them, because he wasn't as good with money as I was. So he was like, here, get paid. He'd be like, here, I pay the bills, do what I need to do, give him some money to hang out with his little buddies or whatever, and I'll put the rest up because I still really didn't need anything. You know what I'm saying? So that was different. You know what I'm saying? And we were young at that time. So I was like, well, shit. And I wasn't used to paying no bills anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I was so young. And I never had to, because prior to that, I was at home. You know what I mean? So I've had relationships where they want to pay everything. And I'm like, okay. And then there was one, he was so damn cheap that we did split everything down the middle, which I didn't mind that. But I don't like when a person tries to pretend like, well, I ain't got this. Can you handle this? And try to count your pockets to see what you got. Because, I'm always hiding something. Look back.
I'll do that sometimes.
And I'd be like, I ain't got it either. Well, you better go shit it out and do something, because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I'm doing. Ain't no you can do whatever you're doing. No, we're not doing that. So I think even when you do that, like you said, you need to make clear what it is each of us is going to be responsible
for. We're responsible for. And if you're short,
like you said, I don't want to stay somewhere and not do nothing for you to be wanting to throw this stuff up in my face later. No, we're not doing that. Orlando said, you really don't need any shoes, Shell. I remember what your closet looks like. Damn, DSW.
No, none.
He said, when one says what a man is supposed to be, they are attempting to define what a man is. I don't agree with that, and that's not what I was trying to do, Abba. I'm just saying we've been taught that men are the providers. That's what we've all been taught from as long as we can remember. If you have a family or if you got a woman, you're supposed to provide for that woman. But in today's times, it's like equal. We can take care of each other, and women are more than capable of taking care of themselves. So, the roles kind of switch too, because a lot of women take care of men now. But that just happened not to be me or Shelly. You know what I'm saying? But you trying to make it sound like we're trying to bash the man, and that's just not what it is. We're just talking about the responsibilities of a man, what we've been taught or conditioned to think that the man is supposed to do. He said, not married, thank Almighty Creator of heaven and earth and all. Okay.
You got jokes, huh, Alma?
Hey, Dwayne. Dwayne said, women are to be a helpmate. There should be a conversation to determine what that looks like. Every situation will be different. That's what I said, Dwayne. I agree. I agree. Hey,
Emmett?
Yeah, I guess. Hey, Jack, where you been?
Hi, Jack.
I just think, like I said earlier, Shelly, I think it depends on the situations too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you think about a person, right? And they say, Jackson, she want to help me.
Don't we all?
Okay. We can all use one of them right about now. So what do you think about a person, say, if you're going into a new relationship and y'all decide y'all gonna move in together, and they like, oh, you come in, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to do that. But when you get there, all this MF's bills is behind.
I'll be mad as hell.
Yeah, you got to catch, and then you like wake up one morning and flick a switch, ain't no lights coming on, ain't no water on. Like, like, what do you do? Like, you had me
pack your shit and leave.
Yeah, so you could get over there to help them catch their stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? It was just a thought. No. I mean, do all kinds of stuff.
You got to be upfront about that kind of stuff. Debt and all that extra jazz, and you finna carry somebody whole load, and they got all kinds of issues going on. That's the stuff you got to tell some people, honey, because that shit's gonna come out no matter what you do.
Definitely. I'm looking at my other screen.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. It's all caught up. But yeah, but people do that too now. And then some people don't want to do nothing. Then I feel like this. If you're in a house and you with a man and he pays everything, that man should not come home. What's wrong with you?
Girl, something pinched me. I don't know.
What's going on?
I'm trying to hit the camera to block it when I did that, but I couldn't hit it fast enough.
Okay, let me read what Abba said first. Abba said, For decades, we've been taught that men and women are equals. So, whose definition of what the role should be is correct? Traditionalist or individualism? It depends on the person and how you interpreted what you've been taught. Because we can always change our way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been groomed and you've been conditioned to think one way, as you get older and you go into the world and you start experiencing things for yourself, you might be like, that was some whole bullshit they've been teaching me. And you might see it differently and switch what you want to do, because nobody said you have to do these things. This is just what we've been conditioned and taught to believe. You know what I'm saying? That's just like not getting on this at all, y'all. So don't come for me. Religion, like when we're coming up, we're put into a religion because that's what our parents are. But then when you grow up and you decide you want to go a different way, then somebody's telling you you're wrong, but you've been out in the world enough to know that certain things just don't coincide with what you're doing. And you might want to change your religion. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to continue doing what you've been taught and conditioned to do. It's up to your discretion to choose what you want to do and how you want to be, period. But I was about to say, and I didn't forget this time, I don't think when you with a man and he pays every bill in that house, you ain't got to do nothing but just look good whenever he comes. That house should not be dirty. He should have something at home. You should be clean and up to par and looking good or whatever, because that's all you got to do all day.
Right.
Come home, his house is nasty. He ain't got nothing to eat. I mean, just crazy stuff. Kids running rampant all over the place. You home all day, so you got time to get stuff in order.
True.
Now, I think that's just a tackling woman, period. I think that's just a no-no. You don't do that. I mean, in our relationships we've been in, we work and still come home in the house clean and everything.
Still keep up the house.
Clean. Yeah, that's crazy to me. I don't get that. But hey, people do it every day. Jackie said, I don't want him to take care of me. Let's build an empire together. Right.
True. And that's always good to build with somebody anyway. Ooh, there's something biting me in my back.
Oh, Lord, here she go, y'all. Arnold said, would y'all marry or date a man that don't make enough money? Not necessarily. It just depends. I mean,
you got to go and ask somebody what their job is when you meet them. Like, you might meet somebody, you might just really like the person. You're going to be like, oh, what kind of work you do? And then you find out he's a garbage man or something like that. You go, oh, I don't like you because you're a garbage man. That is so shallow. No, Arna, we would date people.
I wouldn't do that. And it doesn't matter. You can have a man that make $12, $15 an hour and and can be more financially secure than a man that's making $25 an hour because he knows how to manage his finances. Mm-hmm. It just depends on what you're doing. If you know how to manage your money right and you do the right things with your money, you can live a comfortable life. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter what a person makes, it's how good they are with their money. You know what I'm saying? So you can make $1,000 a day, but you spend $900 of that money every day. You ain't gonna have shit because you're not holding on to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's shallow for a woman to think like that, Arnold, in my opinion.
And I agree with that, Arnold. I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah. Orlando said, should there be joint accounts or separate?
Look,
because for one, if I don't give it to you voluntarily, you ain't going in there to get it. Period. And number two, you might not be as savvy with finances as I might be. And you might want to make decisions for us that really don't include me, but you saying it's for us and go mess up all the money and we're going to have some real issues because I don't play with like that. Nope.
When I tell y'all, Vonda don't play. Vonda looks at the receipt and we'll go out and Vonda will count the receipt 15 times to make sure it's right. I'm like, what are you looking for? She'd be like, girl, I gotta see about this. And I fuss every time she does that. She will count and count and count and count and count until it drives me nuts.
She hate that, y'all. But I tell her I don't look at the receipt. I didn't even see that. I said, see.
It'd be like 99 cents. Vonda be like, that wasn't on this.
It's mine.
Take that off.
And it's my 99 cents, and you know.
But he is really, really good with money, though. I mean, I've learned to be a miser. My dad always told me, put it away, put it away. So that's all I know how to do, honey. I'd be like, I'm broke every day you ask me. I'd be like, I ain't got no money. Because everybody think I made money. I ain't got no money if you ask anybody. Never.
And if I got it, I ain't got it. So don't
exactly. Exactly.
But you know, you can't just give people free reign over your finances, especially if you look at their history and you know how they are with money. Now, if we're equally as good with money, then I probably wouldn't mind having a joint account somewhere, but you still need to have your separate accounts. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put all my eggs into one basket with somebody. I wouldn't do that.
Because there's been some people, honey, clean some folks out. Just clean them out.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. Get mad and you go look and you ain't got nothing.
And you go look and everything's frozen. Everything is frozen.
Somebody finna get got because no. Abba said, at one point in our history, adulterers were stoned. Should we make a return to this rule? Roles evolve and whistle the modern woman may want a traditional man. Her definition of womanhood is malleable.
Abba, you want to go stoning? Is that what you want to do, Abba? We can have a talk, Abba. I said, you want to go stoning some women, Abba?
Well,
but you know what, though?
People.
I will say this, Abba, at least back then it wasn't a lot of adulterers because people stopped. They were stoning people. That's probably why a lot of shit didn't happen. Now you just bring rain, honey. You just run around doing anything you want.
Well, that's crazy because during slavery, they were married to these white women and go out and rape the black man's wife. They didn't get stoned. It was they started back to,
It was a little different. It was a little different.
Adultery is adultery and rape is rape, which is what they was doing to us as women back then, raping us back and forth, and the man couldn't even do nothing to protect his wife because of that. So all that stuff I'm talking about, I'm even trying to go there and I ain't even feeling that because we could go all day back and forth with that one. So I will go into that because that's a whole nother can of worms. What? Wait a minute. Hey, Carlotta said facts. The house should be clean and everything in order. Absolutely. What did Orlando say?
He said, "No, we don't need to go stoning people."
All right.
It jumps on my screen before yours, but it'd be funny.
Abba trying to take us way back.
Abba, where you trying to go with this conversation, Abba?
Hey, Peanut. She said equal everything and married, but excuse me, that all depends on the relationship. That's what I said earlier. It depends on where you are in a relationship. And then if you got an old school man, he don't want you to pay nothing anyway. He's an old school man, and he's traditional in his ways about, the house being clean and food on the table, breakfast, lunch, all that type of stuff.
I think that's controlling, though. I think it's a matter of control.
It could be. It could be. It could be. Arnold said no joint account. No. Arnold Bird.
I agree.
Orlando said, I've always believed that it should be separate. I don't want to wonder how much money is in my account. And then you go to your account and somebody keep overdrawing your account. You go to get something and all your shit, you got to see red. When I go home, there's going to be some problems. I'm telling you. First, your name coming off my account. And secondly, you better go dig my money up out the yard to do something. We're going to have some. No, you don't do that. And then they don't tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you go to the bank and then you see you in the red and you're like, well, shit, I haven't bought nothing. Then you ask them and they acting like they don't know, but my name and your name are only two names on the account. We about to have some problems for real. I'll play with my thing. I do that.
I do not play about stuff like that. That'll piss me off about a second. And I mean literally one whole thing.
Nah, we can't even play like that. Sylvia said a trust issue. Orlando said, nah. That's what he said. We don't need to stone people. Opposite, slaves were considered property, not people. I don't care what we were considered as, we still people. Just like now, they trying to make us slaves again, but we people. There was people back then and we're people now. Okay.
Yes. Can I get an amen on that one?
Amen. Opposite, such, it would be considered adultery. Adultery, I would assume it should have been, because that's what it was. That's what it was. That's just like, I don't want to get into that because that'd be a whole nother topic. So I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say. But
now you got to wonder what you was gonna say.
I was gonna say, just like women were forced to feed these white babies before they could feed their own with their own breast milk, stuff like that. Those are things like what I've been talking about, how you can do this, you can't do it. Oh, that's bullshit, because you can't expect, like, either way it goes, it was adultery is what I'm saying. Whether they were considered property, we were considered property, or whatever the case may be, it was still adultery. But that goes back to say that people make rules and agree with things to base it on the shit that they're doing, or to accommodate the bullshit that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, people switch the Bible around and say, no, it say this to accommodate what they're doing and to make them feel good about what they did. You know what I'm saying? So either way, right, wrong is wrong, and you can't change that. You could twist it, but you can't change it. Hey, kiddo.
Hey, kiddo. Unc.
Kiddo said, never again. One time we had an argument and she cleaned the account and went on a shopping spree. Lesson learned. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's that stupidity that I talked about, when you just ain't got no brain. You can never be that mad. I think that kind of stuff, first of all, can get you hurt. You know, you run in here, I be trying to tell you, don't mess with stuff that ain't yours. Just leave it alone. It's serious.
That's one thing I won't do. If it's not mine, I'm not messing with it. I don't care if you got $50,000 right here in front of me. I will not touch your money. It'll be, unless you tell me to go in there and get something, I will not touch it.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
And you have to be like that, just because. I mean, it's just a matter of loyalty. Not even loyalty, just a matter of trust altogether. I mean, even if I'm mad, there's some principles behind some of this stuff, y'all.
Yeah. I'm saying, I'm answering something. Hold on. Go ahead, keep talking, Sheila.
I was wondering if she was reading her text on the wall, because, you know, she told me don't touch the screen. If it touches, she about to lose her mind.
Whatever.
Because I see things faster than she sees things on her screen, and I tend to scroll too quick. So she'll be like, don't touch the screen, you're messing up stuff.
Well,
I try not to touch it.
He said it was adultery by the morals of whatever it is, modernity. I can't say it.
Modernity.
Not by the morals of the time. Right. That's what I basically said. Randy, hi Randy. Randy said, I got us regardless of what she do or don't do. Okay, that's good.
Okay, Randy.
Abba said, I forgot what we were discussing before the slavery tangent. We're talking about who should be what the man or the woman, what bill should they be responsible for in the household? You took
it off track.
Yeah, you always taking us off topic.
She said tangent, like we was mad. Ain't nobody mad about that, Abba. Anybody throwing a tangent here?
Orlando said, didn't Blue Cantrell make a song about cleaning out the account? Oh, yeah.
She did.
And something. I know what you're talking about. Hit 'em up style. That was the song.
Hit 'em up style, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that was. Well, you know, I'm looking because people messaging me too. I'm trying to look at everything.
Yeah, this stuff, if you see how we see this on our screen from StreamYard, it's a whole hot mess. But she sees things slow. I may see things fast, and I may scroll ahead of her, and then we'll miss somebody. So I just trying to hands off over here.
So
I can see you thinking, what are you finna say crazy?
I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. I was just gonna say, like, when people do pay all the bills, and then you got a person in the house that don't appreciate that, and every second think you still just owe them something. And then, you know, I always say, don't nobody owe you nothing. You know what I mean? So
that's just greedy.
But
that's ungrateful.
Yeah, but even still, if they're acting that way, the bill still got to be paid regardless. So if you don't have that conversation with this person, be like, look, I'm doing this because I feel like this is what I should be doing. And I think you should sit them down, and this is what is not going to happen in this household. Or this, excuse me, not so much as give somebody an ultimatum, but let them know where you're coming from. Because it ain't easy paying bills by yourself.
But then what about the men? What about the men that make the women that way? Because there are some men that go in that way. They come in paying everything, doing everything, giving the woman everything she wants, spoiling her to damn death. And then when it shifts, maybe when they move in together, now you got the man that you didn't see, and now he wants to flip the script on you, and then you like, what is really going on here? You see what I'm saying? So you gotta, that can be played both ways.
That's true. That's true. And then you got the men that lay up, be in the bed when you go to work, and when you get home, they in the bed.
And still be in the bed.
I think I would probably tie them with some sheets and burn them the fuck up if I went home. And you
I cannot.
Like, no, like, what you do all day? First of all, when I get up, everybody in my house got to be up. Period.
Yeah, I'm like, 2 kids and all, honey, get the hell up.
And that's how I've always been. You sleeping for what? You sick or something? If you ain't sick,
you got fever. No, that's a no.
Okay, Abba said I'm responsible for my bills and you're responsible for yours. Okay, I can dig that. So. Yeah. But if you're in the same household, but how do you do that? Because y'all share lights, y'all share water, y'all share a roof over your head. So that's not just one person's bill, that's everybody's bill. And it's up to y'all to decide how y'all gonna pay that. Is it gonna be your responsibility or our responsibility? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Sean said, depends on who is better with the finances. Each should hold their own weight. This should be discussed before living together. We said that earlier, Sean.
Agree.
Correct. That's what we said earlier. So, Abel, you gotta know what you want to do. If you going in and say, "It's my house, this," and you claiming everything, then you by all means should pay them bills. So if you say this is ours and we're gonna do this, if it's we, our, us, then by all means say, listen, we're gonna have to split this down the middle. But when it's like I, me, my, that's your shit. Okay? I'm just saying.
Oh, but what is going on with you tonight? I'm is on fire, honey.
A man that pays a woman's bill get a product, not a partner. He's an idiot, in my humble opinion. That's not true.
That's not true
at all.
It doesn't make you an idiot. Now there are women that prey on men that do everything for them. There's women that's just lazy and just like for men to take care of them. That's a different kind of product going on there. I would agree with Abba in that sense that you didn't get a partner, you got a little product. Some men like to look for arm candy, and they like the women that are airheaded and don't have an opinion, and they just there to look some kind of way next to them, which I obviously think is crazy. But there's something, you get what you ask for sometimes. You can have a no-brainer or a brainer. you know how you make them. It's how you make them, period.
Not only that, you have some men that just want to keep women, want to take care of them.
Right.
You know, and then so Abba, what if she just falls on hard times and he's just trying to help her get back on her feet? Is that the same thing? That's not a product. She just needs a little bit of help. And everybody, I don't care who it is, everybody needs a helping hand every now and then. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with reaching out, trying to help somebody when they need it, if you're in a position to do that. But don't knock yourself out trying to help somebody else and then you in the same position as them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Orlando said, I could see Abba on that. Husband has a mortgage and the wife has utilities. I could deal with that. I mean,
and that's fair.
Yeah, that is fair. We're not saying don't pay nothing. We're just asking what bills should the man and the woman be responsible.
And the woman pay. We're not saying that no one should pay nothing. By no means are me and V Love verse in here saying the woman should just sit around, just be, just sit on her ass and don't do nothing. We're saying, what do you think is fair? If you're moving with a guy, just say, God forbid, you're moving with a guy, he has a stupid amount of money. His mortgage is $5,000. you probably make say 85,000 to 100,000 a year. You can't go in there trying to pay that man's mortgage. You probably won't be able to. I mean, just be realistic. You got to be realistic with who you're dating. So let's say you're average and they're average, and y'all come together, y'all have an average type household. It might be a little different on the split, but you got to be realistic in some of these situations y'all are talking about, because not, it depends on who you're rolling with.
Yeah, that's even if your mortgage is $1,200 or $1,500, or your rent is $1,200 or $1,500. That's still not a little bit of money to be kicking out by yourself. But we've done it, had to do it. Who else is going to do it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. And I feel like anybody that goes into any relationship, both of y'all should bring something to the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be able to help each other in one way or another, whether it be whatever the case may be. It could be helping you, pursue something, or helping you just something.
Growing together, basically. Growing together.
Empty-handed and you don't have shit to offer or bring to the table. I mean, nothing. Nah.
Your kids, honey, your kids.
Sean said, household bills should be split, just like the responsibilities of maintaining the house. Right, Sean, but we did say, again, like you had said earlier, it depends on where you are in that relationship too. You know what I'm saying? Right. And what is discussed prior to y'all moving in together. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna say about this too is, don't have a person thinking they're moving in for you to take care of them when you are all the time knowing that that's not your true intentions. Let a person know what they're coming into, because you get a lot of people that move in with each other on the pretenses or false pretenses that, oh, he gonna do this and he gonna do that, but then when you get there, he be like, this is due and that is due, and then you look stupid because you like, well, that ain't what I signed up for, and you may not be able to afford that, but you could afford where you were before you came with him. You know what I'm saying?
Before you came along, right? Because you have your own. That's true.
You have to make that clear, because each person knows what their finances will do. Or, going towards that goal is, I got to do this. I'm going to put this right here, or I'm going to do that. And so I can do this and I can do that. But from the conversation we had, where you telling me I could just move in and I ain't got to do shit, that screws up everything, because that's not what you're expecting. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you got to make clear what your intentions are before you move in with anybody. I don't care who
anybody.
It's a roommate situation. Opposite, no marriage, no cohabitation. My bills are my own, admittedly, a less common idea in modernity. I can't say it. I'm going to get it, though.
It's like a tongue twister.
I would like to use these words like T.I., but it's okay. Expeditiously.
You stupid.
Okay. Orlando said, I think that's what Abba was saying. That mortgage is his and the others are hers. That's what he meant by his and her bills, I think. I don't think that's what he meant.
No, honey, that ain't
what he meant was, whatever is his, that's his.
Exactly.
That's yours. I'm good. That's it. Because Abba would have came back in on that and answered that. So let's see. Okay, let's Orlando. Carlotta said, my husband pays all the bills and allows me to save my money. It hasn't always been that way, but it is now, because I have goals that I'm trying to achieve. And that's good, but y'all had that conversation, Carlotta, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he wanted you to do. And so, and he's in a position to allow you to do that. So that's fine. That's cool. Save all your coins, girl. I'm telling you, save them all. Every little dime.
Vonda, that's for you.
What
Abba did.
Modern itty. Abba, you got to piss me off.
Abba, what is this? What is going on, honey? Who done pissed in your cornflakes tonight?
Well, if you just come on and say the word for me, I will get it.
Modern
I was like, no, Orlando, that's not what I meant. I told you, Orlando, that is not what I
told you that what he said. I was saying what he said, honey. He was like, he ain't paying shit.
I was saying, you come here with a bill if you want to.
It's gonna be your bill.
You come here what you want to with some.
Funny tonight, boy. Abba is on fire, honey.
Abba is not having it, honey. He's like,
He's on the computer typing these messages, honey, because he knows.
If you got a potato chip bill, you better cover that bill.
That is your bill. Period, point blank. It's yours, honey. He ain't paying nothing.
Abba is not having it, period. He is not doing it.
Oh my God. Abba got me over here tickle pink, honey. I'm about tickled to death with him tonight.
Abba said, I can't. He said, that is not what I meant.
Look, I gave you the dictionary breakdown.
I'm still looking it up because I still can't say it right.
Oh my gosh. I can't with y'all tonight, I tell you. Funny. But no, let me tell you. But don't take from this that we're saying that women shouldn't do nothing and the men should do everything, because that's not what we're saying here. What we're saying is that when you're going to move in with somebody and you're going into their debt, let's say you have a house, they have a house, theirs may be bigger, and you're moving into their situation. You have to keep in mind their situation may be bigger than what you're able to afford. You see what I'm saying? You might be only paying $1,400 over here, and like I said, they may be paying more. So your expenses now go up past your means of living. So there's a difference. That's why you have to have those conversations before bouncing up and just moving in with somebody, because you don't know what you may possibly be walking your ass into. That's all we're saying.
That is true. Abba said, if we can't be honest with strangers, then who can we be honest with? That's why we're here, Abba, so we can get the real.
The real, honey, talking, honey. That's why we say whatever you like, Abba. This is a free platform. Be you. And we don't even know what you look like.
Oh, that's a good one. So, Abba, Orlando said, if you get tricked, laugh out loud, into marriage, then what would you pay? He's still gonna pay his part. He gonna pay
his half.
Oh God. Oh, okay.
He said half. That's it.
Hi, Karan. Karan said he agrees. What do you agree with, Karan? But yeah, so our buddy hadn't been out here the last few nights either, Sam.
Yeah.
This
yeah, what's Sam? Look, what's Sam that got himself in trouble doing?
Well, ain't no tension. We're not going to elaborate to see where. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I think everybody should do their part regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At least buy the groceries if you ain't got to pay no bills. Something.
At least do something. But I know women that get dressed just to walk around the house, honey. Be having on clothes like they going somewhere, ain't going nowhere, and just sit around the house all day. Like, I don't know how you do it, but you do.
You do that.
I do not. Do you see me when I be up? Girl, you need to come over here now while I've been working from home. What?
Hey, girl, if y'all can see what I look like before we come out here most days. Well, she'll be on live. No, y'all, she'll go live and she'll try to click me into it, knowing I'm looking like I'll be like, look. What is it? Decline.
It was a time, it was a time in my life when, yes, I just sat around. Not, I wouldn't say sat around. I guess it was the kind of dudes I was dating at the time. And they had that, that baller kind of brain, which was not amounting to much. But when you get past that and you just get over some shit in life as you grow older and you mature, you just kind of be like, no. Because then you already know, like, it's a lot of territorial guys out here. And when the more they do, the more they want you to be, I don't want to say grateful for, but the more you are indebted to them, I feel.
No, that's not the dude with the neighbor. That's Timothy. Timothy is the neighbor.
You know what? Timothy ain't on here tonight, which is weird because Timothy might have got his little self in trouble with this damn neighbor.
Yeah, because Timothy had an incident over the weekend with his neighbor.
That's neighbor won't leave alone, honey.
Abba said tricked into marriage. That's like saying cheating was a mistake. Both require conscious decision making. That's true, Abba. That is true.
I ain't clueless by no means. Okay.
Abba. If we don't already know who this is, I need to meet Abba. For real.
On YouTube, like, Abba could be in a whole nother country.
I know, but we still need to meet Abba. I do a FaceTime or something. Timothy here. Oh, so Timothy, you didn't get in trouble.
Because we was worried about you. You a regular. We got to see Timothy pop up on the screen.
Yeah, we're glad, Timothy. We're glad nothing happened.
I got to know where Timothy's at all times. It's because I got to bail you out.
I would say that's like saying cheating was a mistake and it required both decision. Oh my goodness, that was
I'm
a
gonna
good
have
one.
to use that in a quote, honey.
That was a good one.
On Shut It Live in the morning. That was a
I
nice
said
one.
it
That was
before, but I never said it. Well, I said it before, but we never said it like that.
I know, baby. You put that in good wording.
I was a wordologist.
Okay, he said it was a big dictionary. Talking about this is how
Yeah.
You go on ahead, Abba.
So, Timothy, did you get the situation straightened out, dear? We hope you did.
I hope so. Look, we know which area you live in. Ain't many prisons. It ain't many jailhouses in Macon. So, honey, if you ever get in trouble, we don't see you. We come
Look, they got a prison in jail. Look, they got a prison in jail. We don't want to know. Go to either one.
We don't want to visit you in none.
Knock on wood. No, thank you. I am not jail material.
Nope. Yeah, well, he said
everything is
good.
Oh God, wow! I've been having this waist trainer on all day, y'all. Oh Lord, breathe. Whew.
Just get some extra small panties. There's the same thing.
No, don't. I had like this much room to fasten it. Now I got this much room to fasten it, so I can put it up close.
I cannot wear those things. They're so uncomfortable. Them is the most uncomfortable pieces of gadgets in the world.
They are, but it works. I'm telling you, it works.
Look, whoever you're gonna have to like my waist, honey, because I can't make it no smaller.
Yeah, Albert said, Shelly just said big dictionary, but there was an issue with the dictionary. Albert, you a whole mess.
Yeah, but you funny though.
What was the issue, Albert? Since you correct her too.
Yeah, I know, right? What I say, Albert? Tell me.
He said the dictionary was wrong.
Dictionary? What did he say before? Let me read because I got to go back. Maybe I said something.
Shelly just said big dictionary, but there was an issue with the dictionary.
Dictionary. That's how you say dictionary. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
Dictionary. Are you a school teacher? Please.
The English major.
I know, right? Well, you're gonna have to talk to me on the phone to tell me how to say it.
Hi, Sophia.
Sophia
says, if we in a relationship or marriage, shouldn't be no issues about bills. He paying the house note and car notes. I'll pay the rest and stack some money if it don't work. Okay, that's fair.
That's a fair one.
That's fair. I could deal with that. Yeah.
We can live with that one. Good breakdown.
Let me see. Orlando said that was funny.
Papa got everybody here laughing tonight, honey. Got me with a whole headache over here.
So Phil just said, do you think if the man is just paying the house note and then you're responsible for the utilities, right? Should he still be responsible for the car and the car insurance too? If you paying all the utilities and the groceries? Because you think these days cable is high, cell phone bills is high, power, water, and grocery. That's 5 bills. And say your mortgage may be $800. You still coming out pretty much even on everything else. I would say there was a delay in the dictionary. It sounded like big dick called dictionary. I'm on a roll tonight, honey.
Oh my God. Oh, I can't with you tonight. I'm laughing. I can't. Yeah,
yes, to be responsible for the car. Go ahead. I missed what you said. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said I probably was laughing, Abba. I probably was laughing at what you said when I paused the dictionary.
Dictionary.
The pause was that.
Right, Ron. Everything correct. Everything is high. I'm telling you. And Sophia said yes, he should be responsible for the car and the insurance as well.
I don't think you should if he has it like that and he, because some, like I said, some people have this talk before they go in these these relationships. They say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is what you're going to do. Now, if he falls short, you're supposed to help. As a partner, you're supposed to help your partner come up if he's down. You're not supposed to kick him while he's down. That's crazy. And I think that should be vice versa. So I think it's different in different situations, period.
But like I said, even now utilities and stuff pretty much adds up. If your mortgage is under $1,000, adds up to almost that sometimes, depending on where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still breaking it down 50-50 if you look at it that way. And God forbid, if you got a teenager that drives and they owe your damn insurance, that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother car by itself.
That's a stupid bill. That's higher than a car note.
I know. Trust me, I know. Mine is 17.
Yeah, but girl, honey, that was like, But I don't have to do that no more because I passed that bill on to her father.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish I had a father to pass mine on to.
I paid it long enough. It's your turn. You pay this shit. I'm not paying it no more. And she got to drive because she can't sit still, and it won't be on my insurance. So no.
She said no.
Insurance is not that high. It can't got that bill. God damn, it's something. I said, well, didn't I tell you that?
Real quick.
Look, okay, here you go. Bye. And that was the end of that. I'm not, no.
It is high. They hit them, make it even more higher.
Yeah. And I was like, no, you can't. No. But girl, these teenagers, and they're like, even insurance and shit is a ripoff. I feel like if you don't have no incidents, no accidents, no nothing on your insurance, they need to send you a big ass refund back every year.
So you didn't get all year.
Yeah, you don't have your car towed. You don't have nothing that you got to do with concerning your insurance. This is money you're giving away.
Right.
And then, was it Allstate or one of them try to give you a little bit of refund back? But damn, if you're not using, where's this money going if I ain't had no wrecks, no incidents, no tickets, no nothing? That's a lot of money given away.
I've been in one. No, I've been in 2 accidents in my life. One by myself and one with you.
That's the only one I ever been in, thank God. Well, no, 2 when the lady rear-ended me years and years ago. I was sitting at a traffic light and she hit me. Sophia said, of course you should help if he falls short, but how long you going to be short? Yeah.
Stop it.
I said, pussy is the highest bill.
What this bill is? What is the pussy bill? Please, somebody, because I heard that all on the wall. What is the pussy bill? What does that consist of?
Brian Cloud.
Hey, Brian. Hey, B Cloud.
Yeah. I mean, men keep saying that, and a woman was like, "Yeah, that's part of it too." Earlier,
yeah, Lily and Roger and Ernest was having a real go-to-it conversation about the pussy bill. I'm like, don't they just come when you with somebody? Don't you just sleep? Are they paying for the pussy? Is that what they're saying? Because I'm confused.
If we splitting the bills, then the pussy bill gonna be separate. You got to pay me that directly in my hands, both of them. If you making that a bill, that's your bill. If you want to put it like that, like Abba said, that'd be your bill, not mine. But I said, Lord, I'm gone. He said, yep. Y'all said the wrong is. Well, Brian, if you don't got religious, this is not the platform for you, honey.
No, baby, you don't want to be on this one. This is all content, and they come for you on this live.
Yeah. What was that? What was the one you had up before that? In respect,
Abba said something. In many respects.
Okay. He said, many respects, a roommate is better than a relationship partner, being that there is a certainty in how the bills are split. I said that, Abba, earlier. Yeah, when a roommate situation, you automatically should know it's split down the middle. Everything from groceries to everything is split down the middle. So that's different. We talk about when you're in a relationship, though. You know what I'm saying? How should it be split? If split at all, or however you feel about that.
Mm-hmm.
You right about the insurance stuff. V, I know you've been rear-ended more than once. A time or two. Look, Shelly, a time or two.
You so bad, boy.
Oh, God. Right, Sophia. He said never. Brian said never a bill.
Never a bill like you're gonna pay. I'm confused.
He talking about the P bill, the pussy bill. He said
Oh
that's
yeah,
another bill.
I don't understand that one either, honey. I don't know what that bill is. It's like
I
saying
the P bill is all the expectations that come with the idea that men should pay simply because they are men. The men are the ones saying that. Women didn't say that. The men kept throwing out that bill. That is a bill. Big Cloud said Shelly lies. Shell, you know how I rock.
no, I know.
Yeah, but that's what the men kept saying. The pussy bill, the pussy bill, the pussy bill. And Shelly kept saying, well, what is that? What is that? Hey, Tina. Tina
brought up.
Tina said, well, I can't answer a man or woman, but I can answer dominant feminine, laugh out loud. I pay all the rent and whatever else bills she decides, and she pays her car note and whatever bills she decides. Basically, we are a team with one major bill apiece, and everything else we take care of is needed. Okay, that's fair, Tina.
Wait, Tina.
That's fair. But we are women, so we think logically.
Yeah.
The man. Sophia said, oh, he paying for pussy. He just don't know it. Brian said, it's always been free. Let's be 100. I don't know about.
I didn't want to the price. I really didn't. I've never heard of it. That's like saying putting down payment on ding-a-ling. I don't understand that.
Not down payment.
This is a down payment thing. I mean, no, we don't do that. I know I don't put 50 grand on that ding-a-ling. That's mine.
Look, you putting down payment on dick like you put on a car or a house. Look, is it some earnest money to go with it too?
What does it come with? What's the mileage on it, honey? What's the mileage?
Look, you know, the earnest money come back if you don't like what you get, and you get the earnest money back.
I don't like what it feel like when I get it.
Brian said facts. But yeah, so I just think nobody should be completely dependent on anybody. And like Shelly said, a lot of times it comes as a control issue. If I pay all these bills and you do what I'm telling you to do because you ain't doing nothing else, that could be the case a lot of times. And then sometimes a dude could just be old-fashioned and believes in taking care of his home and his woman. So, you got two different extremes.
Have you ever had a man that wants to pay all the bills and dress you?
Now, that's going too far.
You know who was like that, right?
Yeah, that's
to that extreme.
But you be fly though. That's
a lot of control though. Like, okay, I don't want you to wear this. I want you to wear that shoe, that earring, that necklace.
But you know what? You allowed that person to do that.
Come on, crazy.
Because and in your defense, you were young too. So you was like, dang, it's a man taking control or whatever. But he wanted to take control.
Control.
That's different than a man saying, oh, baby, I think you look good in this. Let me see you put that on. Kind of ask you subtly, but that's
start handing out your clothes and the shoe and the stocking and your hairpiece. That's a little creepy crazy.
No, that's going too far. Opposite, of course, men are saying it. Many still hold on to the idea that they should pay by virtue of their maleness. I don't know what they're holding on to, but if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. I'm not one to tell them how they should or shouldn't feel. That's Orlando said the pussy bill is the financial expectation that men come out of the pocket to maintain the consistent pussy flow. That don't make it consistent all the time, Orlando. Just because he or she feels like he's paying for it, because you got a lot of women that lay in the house and never want to have sex with their man. They might get it once a week, once a month, whenever, because everybody don't like sex like that, whether you with them or not, because I got a friend, and before he and his wife got married, she was throwing out pussy left and right to him. And as soon as they got married, she was like, I really don't like sex. And he was barely getting it. Like maybe 1 month. She wanted to get him because she knew he was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So She lured him in to get him, but then once he got in, he found out she ain't like to clean up, and he did everything, pay all the bills, and she ain't have to do shit. He paid all the bills, did everything. She had the babies, he took care of the babies. I mean, she didn't really have to do shit. And so I said, well, that's what you created, but she showed him what she wanted him to see to get him. And once he married her, all the shit came out that she hated and didn't like to do. I mean, she didn't like sex at all.
Wow. Are they still together?
Yeah, they still together.
They must have a good understanding.
I don't know, unless he's stepping out, which I would say I doubt, but he is kind of sneaky, but I don't know. But Karan said a payment plan. And Brian said, I know what I bring to the table. Okay.
Supposed to.
You should. Sophia said, can you see these comments?
They're going so fast I can't. And I can't touch the screen because we're going to be doubling on.
She said, right, don't let me come home and my house dirty. Oh, I'm going off because you ain't doing nothing else. Blank on his ass. Exactly. That's what I say too. I got it.
I ain't touching it.
I don't believe
it was Abba. Abba was next. I know that.
I know. V, you're not one to tell men how they should or shouldn't feel. You might want to rewatch this podcast. I don't tell somebody. I just said I am not here to tell somebody how they should or shouldn't feel. You feel how you feel. I don't have nothing to do with that. Just like you can't tell me how I feel about whatever it is it may be. So you must have misunderstood somewhere along the podcast, honey, because I didn't say that.
Abba, are you trying to feel?
It's not my. And it's not my job to tell you, well, you should feel like this because I want you to do this. And no, I'm not that chick. You feel how you feel. If I want to deal with it, I do. If I don't, I know how to take my ass on and exit to the left. That's just it.
All that matters if you know how to leave where you came in from.
Yeah. Brian said, yeah, I'm a good dude. Okay, Brian.
I would agree. You are.
Nice. You've always been a very nice person. Orlando said he needs to take her to court. That's false advertisement. At the end of the day, it's her coochie. If she don't want to give it away, she ain't got to. Look, Sophia said, wow, he fucking somebody.
But who done pissed you off tonight, honey?
As far as I know, he has, well, I ain't gonna say that. As far as I know, but I haven't seen him in a long time. I ain't gonna say what
some people are, they know what they have, they deal with what they got, and they're used to it. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are comfortable with their situation being as crazy as it may be. Some people are comfortable with their situation being boring. Some people just get into a comfort rut where they stay that way, and that's just what it is. They may be wanting to break free, honey, but that's what they're used to.
And not only that, excuse me, y'all, it's kind of stuffy, but she could be the type of woman, well, I know I don't like to have sex, and excuse me, as long as he ain't bothering me, I don't give a fuck where he go get it from. Just leave me alone. Because you know, there are women like that too. You know, as long as he ain't trying to touch her, and you know she living good, he taking care of her, she driving a nice car, she got a nice crib, all this stuff, and she ain't got no worries. She don't give a shit. Go on out there and get you some because I ain't going nowhere and ain't nobody else coming up in here just as long as you're not touching me. A lot of people do that and live like that every day. I would say, what is a man supposed to be? One of our earlier interactions of the night. He's supposed to be a man. Like I said earlier, we've been taught and conditioned to believe that a man should be the provider and take care of his woman and his family.
Part about that you did not get. In biblical times, the man took care of the household. That is how it's always been. Now it has changed in the 2000s where men don't do nothing. There's some men just want you to the cake, the ice cream, the pie, the fruit cake, and everything else on the table. It's a whole lot of stuff that has changed. Now women are very dominant, but then in the same breath, men don't even like women to be dominant. They want to downsize that.
But even if the man ain't doing shit, and like we talked about yesterday, the day before yesterday, is she paying his child support? She paying all the bills and paying all this and that and doing everything that he should technically be doing. He still want to tell her what to do and how to do it. And he ain't doing nothing, ain't providing nothing, ain't bringing nothing to the table or nothing. That's not a man, period. I don't care what you say. how you cut it, that is not a man. Because a real man is not going to do that, and definitely not going to allow his woman to pay his child support, period. Because he'll be too embarrassed. Even if he fell short and needed something, he would be too embarrassed to ask his woman to help him pay for his child. That's just a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. Because when you one thing about a man, he does not want to break his pride. He don't want to do that. And for you to see him, because he'll feel like we're seeing him as weak if he has to come to us and ask us to help him pay his child support or help him do, something, pay something significant when he's been the one to be able to do all of this. His pride just won't let him do it. He won't do it. I don't give a damn if he got to go try to get a loan or ask one of his homeboys or whoever. The very, very last resort will be him coming to ask you, his woman, for help. I'm telling you.
I would agree.
Yeah, because a real man just not going to do that.
Especially if you're like powerful, a lot of pride. Sometimes pride will get you though. I would rather my guy come ask me for help than go ask somebody else.
I mean, I could say for myself, my pride gets in the way a whole lot because I refuse to ask you to help me. If I know I need it, I'll be like, no, I'll just wait till I get it because I don't want you to tell me no, and I don't want you to throw in my face what you did, and I don't want you running around she had to ask me for this or had to ask me for that. I'm not doing that. I'll wait that shit out until I get it myself. I'm not asking you for shit. No, thank you. Because I think that's the worst thing a person can do to you. You do something for them and then they throw it in your face. That's just like if you say, Vonda, I need $500. I'll give it back to you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks don't come. But she asked me for $500 2 weeks ago. I ain't got it back yet. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. If you ask me for something, if I give it to you, that's between me. And if somebody know I gave it to you, it's because you told them that I gave it to you.
Right.
I don't like that. Karan said he probably got him a Monica Lewinsky somewhere. Said compressive Orlando, but he was used to something else before they got married. Right. She bamboozled his ass. She showed him what she wanted him to see to get him to marry her.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it was. And that's why I say, when you meet somebody, tell them, look, don't send me your representative. Let me see exactly what I'm getting right here, right now, because I don't want to have to revisit this or leave your ass sitting because, no, we're not doing that.
Then I see his partner come out and I'm like, who is he? Where did he come?
Brian said, shitting me. And Abba said, V, don't take me too seriously. Wait a minute.
I don't see none of those. I'm like, where you at?
I'm on the StreamYard, but okay. V, don't take me too seriously. A riled up woman is sexy. I'm not riled up at all. You would know if I was.
I was on a roll, I'm telling you.
And Karan said, we're not living in traditional times. That is very true.
True.
Brian said, all his are grown. Sophia said, at the same time, know your own worth. And I'd be damned if I pay child support. You missed the show on Monday, Lynn, because that's what we was talking about. What was it? Should a man allow his woman to pay his child support? You can still go back and watch it, though. I would say a man that ain't doing nothing ends up on the street or in somebody's house that just somebody that just want a man. That's what happens with that. Brian said, you better ask them who their daddy is. They all know. Okay. Abba said pride, one of the chains of traditional manhood, something that the state thrives on. Yeah, I can agree with that. Oh, I'm going to strip again before I ask for help. Orlando. Brian said, stay on me, complete the thought. Sophia said, right, Ravonda, don't ever let no man play you out of pocket. Have your own funds. I'm going to make sure I can pay my own. You better, honey. I'm telling you.
You know what's good for you. Better. Y'all as go over our time.
But I'm going to say this last thing. The last thing you should ever do is feel like you are solely dependent on somebody. Because at any time that person can tell you to kick rocks or do whatever, and then what do you have? You don't have nothing. You just out there. And then you got to ask people, you know, for help. Can I stay with you? Can I do this? When they was giving you all that money, you decided to go shopping instead of taking your ass to the bank or putting it up where you'll never, ever, ever, ever let a person put you in that position. And that's what I've taught my girls from day one, because they were able to understand. Never, ever let a person put you in the position where you feel like you're crippled and you can't do nothing for yourself, ever.
Down your character, all kinds of stuff. You got to.
Don't let them disrespect you, and don't make them feel like they're better than you, or, you know, none of that type of stuff. You know, if you can't treat me with respect and talk to me like somebody and have respect, then we don't have nothing to talk about anyway. Period. But okay, y'all, we don't went over again as usual, but I just want to tell y'all, please vote. We got to get out and we got to vote in November, because it's 80 something days left till it's time to vote. Y'all got to get out there and vote. I'm telling you, it really counts. Whether you think it does or not, it counts. So we got to get our black ass out there and vote. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, y'all don't be sitting around talking, I ain't voting, it's too hot, I'm tired, it's Corona. Get y'all asses out there.
That's the craziest thing I heard. Ooh, your lashes look good. Oh, but anyway, yeah. So
comment, apologize in advance. Y'all make sure to like, share, and subscribe, as we always say. I mean, we probably need to start saying this like throughout the show. Like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. It's not little recorders after a while. Tomorrow we'll throw up the topic sometime tonight. And we love y'all as always. This is Shelly Live and V. Loving life, loving what we do, loving y'all. Good night until tomorrow. Night, Abba. Sleep well and don't be up there causing chaos.
Brian, keep tuning in. We haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, Shelly Live and V Lovebird.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Shelly Live and V Lovebird. Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. She slip on the dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Shelly Live and V Lovebird. Shelly Live and V Lovebird. Shelly Live